Almost 1,000 of you commented on this last video saying that you were ready to get unstuck. You're tired of showing up the same way you have for years. You're tired of just being your same old self, doing the same old thing, the same old way. You've always done it, and you're ready to really reinvent yourself. I have heard you. I've responded to every single last comment, and from the comments that you've left, there are about 3 spaces that you all are really ready to level up in. If you're ready to get started on your glow up journey, let's go. Hey Ambition babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion Stokes, also known as the Face of Ambition across all social media platforms. If you are not following me on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, TikTok, and all the other spaces, please make sure that you take time and follow. I create content for women who are 40 or older who are ready to start their reinvention journey and prioritize self-care. So if that's content that you're into, even if you're in between those ages, you're a little older than 40, you're a little younger than 40, baby, this content is for you. I am so glad that you found this channel. If this is content that you love, enjoy, and really need in your life, please make sure that you subscribe, and please do not be stingy, honey. Make sure that you share it with a sister. Make sure that you pass this information along so that you all can start your glow up journey together. So as I stated, I responded to every single comment in this last video because it was really important to me to understand where everyone was on their reinvention journey. And as we're building this community, we can take this journey together. So I identified 3 areas that you all are really working on in your reinvention journey. And I wanted to break down those areas a little bit more in depth so that you can understand some of the things that you can implement today, some of the things that you can start on tomorrow, and some things that you can have perfected by the end of this week. I am so excited about really getting started because I know what it feels like to feel stuck. To feel like I've always done the same thing the same way. I've always done it. I've always been this way. I've always done it this way. Always shown up this way. Everyone always experiences you like this. Everyone depends on you for this thing because they know you're going to do it. And you're just tired of it. You're ready to reinvent yourself. You're ready to look different, act different, dress different. You're ready to eat different. You're ready to work on your fitness goals. You're ready to prioritize your self-care. If that is what you're into, today is your video. Now, I want to start by saying there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. Just because you want to start a reinvention journey does not mean that you're bad, that you're wrong, that something's wrong with the way that you are currently. However, we can all take the opportunity to really look at ourselves and say, I want to show up differently. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to bloom. I'm ready to put myself first. I'm ready to prioritize my visions and my goals. Some of the things that God has given me, I've not prioritized. I'm ready to do so today. Today is the day that you're going to look in the mirror and say, I'm about to change everything. I'm about to level up in all areas of my life, spiritually, financially, professionally, with my self-care, with how I treat myself, my temple, with how I treat my kids, my partner, my spouse. Today's the day that I'm ready to really pivot. So I'm super excited to get into tip number 1. The number 1 thing that you all said that you're really working on is your self-reflection. When you really start thinking about who you are, who you've always been, how you've always shown up, you don't really like the person that you've seen. You're not really into that girl anymore. You're like, I've always just been his wife, her wife, their mom, that person's partner, this person's employee. I've always been the dependable friend. I've always been the one that everybody walks over. I've always been the person that holds the family together. And you're just tired of it. You're really ready to identify who you are in your essence, who you are at your core. And self-reflection is the absolute perfect way to really step into that. When we start our glow up journey, it is imperative to start with identifying who you are today and who you want to become. That is going to take you envisioning who you want to become, literally closing your eyes and imagining the woman that you want to be. What does she look like? What does she wear? How does she show up? How does she prioritize her self-care? What time does she go to bed? What is her morning routine? What does she do for a living? Where does she live? Does she have a dog? Does she have a cat? Does she have a group of friends that support her? When you start really thinking about the woman that you want to become, the next steps that I'm going to give you are how to actually implement those. But today, the thing that you can implement today is start doing a SWOT analysis on who you are today. Look at your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges, and say, these are the things that have really challenged me over the years. This is the things that I'm really wanting to change. These are the things that even threaten me going forward, becoming the woman that I want to become. The number 1 thing that I hear that is a threat to why individuals can't start their glow up journey is money. They're like, I want to change how I dress. I want to change where I live. I want to change my apartment. I want to change this. I want to change that, but I don't have the money. I am so excited to be able to break down to you, maybe not completely in this video, but if you all want some more information on how to like afford your glow up journey, how to be able to finance your reinvention journey, please make sure you leave that in the comment section below, and I will be happy to do a full separate video on that, because that is the number one thing that I feel like holds us back from saying we want to start this journey, is that I want to dress different. So I want to revamp my wardrobe, but where do I start? Like, I don't have the money to be able to go out and buy all the clothes that I really envision in my mind that I wear. So if that is something that holds you back, start identifying the clothes in your closet that you currently have that are going to be able to help you. Start really prioritizing those clothes. Build a capsule wardrobe inside of your closet that you already have. The clothes, we have a plenty of clothes. Well, and I can tell you is, girl, you got clothes. You got clothes. You have the home. What you don't have is maybe the home doesn't look like you want. So clean it. You may not have the clothes that you want, so identify what those outfits are. You may not drive the car that you want, but wash the car that you have. This is the time to really reflect on what you have, the strengths you have, some of the weaknesses that you have had, and some of the things that you have allowed for you to not allow you to start your glow up journey. This is the time to really reflect on those things and identify, how can I start today making myself a better person today for the journey that I want to be on? What is it that I can just decide, oh, you know what? I want to start my weight loss journey. What can I do today? Today's Sunday. What can I do today that is going to help me this week stay more focused on my eating goals, on my caloric intake, on my workouts? This does not have to be something that costs a lot, that it takes a long time to start. It really is just a mindset. It's a made up mind that says, you know what, we've been talking about this for way too long. I've been thinking about it for way too long. I'm going to start prioritizing myself. And today, these are the things that I'm going to do. I encourage you to create that SWOT analysis. This doesn't have to be something that is super big and drawn out. Just take a piece of paper, draw 4 squares on it, identify the things that are your strengths. These are the things that you are really, really good at that maybe you want to keep. But when you start getting to those weaknesses and those challenges, and even some of the things that threaten you in your journey, identifying what those weaknesses and challenges are will help you to be able to flesh out the threats and be able to really focus on becoming that girl, becoming the woman of your dreams. When you close your eyes and you see that woman driving in her car, listening to her affirmations in the morning, headed to her spinning class. After that, she goes and gets an acai bowl from the local yogurt spot, and then she gets home and she gets dressed for work, and she puts on her makeup, and she's not taking hours to do her makeup. No, she has perfected her 10-minute makeup routine, so she's ready to get in and out in the door. She's ready to conquer the world. She knows exactly what she's going to do that day. When you start really envisioning her and envisioning her life, she has a really strict schedule. I said it, strict. She has a committed schedule. She is disciplined to doing the things that she says she wants to do, which brings me to tip number 2. Baby, honey, sweetheart, y'all know I live in the South. These are terms of endearment. Honey, listen, you're going to have to get organized. If you want to really perfect this glow up journey, what you need to start as soon as tomorrow is your organization journey. This is going to have to be a priority in your reinvention journey. In order to be able to actually reach the goals that you've envisioned in your mind and really work out some of the things that you have created on that SWOT analysis in step number 1, you're going to have to get highly organized in order to achieve those goals. That is why I created the Ambition Planner. I created the Ambition Planner for women just like us who wanted to be able to reinvent themselves but knew I was going to need more structure. The Ambition Planner is not just your typical day planner, because it is 50% goal planner, 50% day planner, because my goals and my plans for my life and my plans for the day and my plans for the week are in tandem. They have to be able to work together for me to get them done. If I put my goals on a vision board behind the door in my bathroom, guess how often I'm going to actually look at that vision board and think about the goals that I have. But if that vision board's inside of my planner and I'm actively taking time to say, if my goal is to lose 10 pounds this month, then my day needs to be that I show up at the gym. If my goal is to save $1,000 every single month, then my goal today needs to be opening my bank account and ensuring that I move money to the proper account. If my goal is to spend more time in my self-care, then my schedule for the day needs to be that I wake up 20 minutes earlier. If my goal is to get closer to God, then I need to be able to schedule time with God. It's intention. It goes in tandem. I can go on and on and on. How you can't do one without the other. You are going to have to be disciplined in order to be able to reach these goals that you have. In order to become that girl, the woman that you envision, the woman that you want to become, you are going to have to actually be intentional about what it is that she looks like, how she acts, and what her schedule looks like. There is nothing sexier than a woman with boundaries. And the space that we lack boundaries the most oftentimes is with our time, because we are givers, we are nurturers. We want to be able to help people that are in need. And so the thing that we can give that is absolutely free is our time. But baby, time is money. Time is your wealth. Time is your health. The things that you want to be able to achieve are going to take time. So it is the thing that if you needed permission, I am here to give it to you. The thing that you need to be most selfish with is your time. When you show up, how people experience you should all be on a time schedule. I'm going to be there on time because I'm going to leave on time, because I have things that I want to accomplish today, and they don't require me just sitting around chit-chatting with you, gossiping, overwatching TV. I want to read today. I want to clean my house. I want to meal prep. I want to make sure that I'm ready for this week. I want to lay out my clothes for this week. I need to pick up my dry cleaning. I need to take my dog to the dog park or to the groomer. I need to go out and run. I need to experience nature. All of those things can happen. You can have the most abundant day, but it's all going to take you being super strict about your time. I love this topic. I'm sure you guys can hear it in my voice, because I know how my life changed the moment that I prioritize my time. That is something that you can, yes, you can start as that today, but you can implement it as soon as tomorrow. And number 3, the thing that I saw you all really struggling with in the comment section is feeling like you are alone. This journey can feel so lonely. It can feel like you are in a season of isolation, that you want to reinvent yourself, but nobody understands you. Nobody is there for you. Nobody is rooting for you. Nobody's supporting you. And it can feel like I want to do this. I want to make this change, but nobody understands why this is so important to me, why it is that today is the day that I need to change. And so by the end of this week, I really want you to be able to find your support community. This is the time that you get intentional about finding your tribe. This is the day that you get intentional about saying, you know what, I've heard Dion, that's me, talk about the Level Up Club, and this is the day that I'm going to join. By the end of this week, I want to be in a space where I'm surrounded by other women that are just like me, that want to be able to level up professionally, that are tired of doing the same old thing, the same old way, saying, I'm going to start that business, I'm going to start this side hustle, I'm making 5 figures, 6 figures this month, I'm making an additional income for my family, I want to leave a legacy, but you're not doing anything to get there. You're not doing anything to change it because you feel stuck. You feel like, I don't know where to start. I don't have anybody to help me. Nobody understands why I want to do this. Nobody understands why it's important for me to be able to show my daughter that I can build this business, that I can create this additional stream of revenue, that I can stick to my goals, that I can lose the weight. Nobody believes that I can do it. And you know what? Low key, I don't even believe in myself. I've promised myself so many times that I was going to do something, and I lie to myself almost every single day. That is a real thought. Those are real emotions. That is a real thing that you're dealing with. And that is why I'm so excited to be able to offer you the opportunity to find the support system that you have been looking for. If you need guidance, support, if you need a homegirl, if you need a best friend, if you need a big sis to be able to lead you along this journey, I have created the Level Up Club, also known as Luck, to be able to provide that accountability and support that you have been looking for while you're on this journey. It is lonely whenever you choose to do it alone. If there is an opportunity for you to be able to reach out, communicate with individuals, meet with them, talk about your goals, plan your future, even just cry about the things that you've been through so that you can really purge that old person, drop those weights, drop those chains that have been holding you back, and then really be able to forge and see a new future for yourself. You need to be able to find a space to do that in. Am I saying that you have to join the Level Up Club? Absolutely not. This can be your sister, your neighbor, your coworker, your business bestie, your spouse or partner. Find your daughter, your son. Find somebody that is going to take this journey with you. because it is so hard to be able to tell somebody, you know, I want to start my fitness goals, and you're going out there walking every day, but you're doing it by yourself. No one is there to cheer you on. Nobody sees that you were supposed to walk today, but honey, you picked that pace up so much you were in a jog before those 10 minutes were up. No one was there to be able to root for you in that moment, and you felt alone. Yes, you were proud of yourself, but you really wanted to share that moment with someone. Find somebody, ask somebody. Oftentimes we don't have help because we don't ask for help. This is the time to really step outside of the routine of what you've always done and to do something different. That is one of the biggest things that hold us back, is that we've always done, especially if we've always done it the same way. We don't step out of our routine. We've always been the strong one. We've always been the one that's been, you know, quietly doing things in the corner. We're always the one that doesn't want to share our goals and dreams. And I'm not advocating for you to do so, but if you really feel like, I want somebody on this journey with me, then ask somebody to join you. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. We all need help. We were never meant to do this journey alone. If you feel like this is the day that I need someone to support me, I need someone to lean on, find the support group that you need before the end of this week. This is the week that you are intentional about getting the things done that you said that you wanted to do. You want to start the side hustle? It's time to write the business plan. You want to be able to be a more patient mom? It's time to open a self-help book and read how to start that. You want to have a cleaner home, cleaner car, cleaner workspace? It's time to start prioritizing the cleanliness of your home and the organization of the space that you live in. Today is the day that you say, I am going to do these things. I wanted to make sure that I gave you a really short video full of practical tips, suggestions, and ideas to get you started today, tomorrow, and by the end of this week. So today is the day that you reflect on the woman that you want to become. Visualize who she is. Think about what she looks like, what she dresses like, how individuals experience her. Create that SWOT analysis and really get deep with yourself on understanding exactly what you are and who you want to become. Tomorrow is the day that you start being organized. Start organizing your time. Start prioritizing your goals. Start setting goals. Start working towards those goals every single day so that you can be the woman that you ultimately want to be. And by the end of this week, identify your accountability group. Find your clique. Find your glow up journey partner that is going to be with you through this journey to be able to help and support you. You guys have left so many comments on that last video, and I was so inspired to make sure that I gave you as much information and as many details as possible to be able to be successful on this ambitious journey. This is not something that you have to do alone. I am your best friend, your big sister, or maybe even your little sister on the other side of the screen that is rooting for your success. You don't have to do this alone. If you want to change, today's the day you change. You owe no one an explanation as to why you no longer want to identify the way you always have. It's time to get unstuck. It's time to stop doing it the same way you've always done it. It's time to surprise everyone, including yourself. It's time to live the purpose that God has for your life. Today is the day that you say, I've had enough and I'm going to change. If you're ready for that change, sis, take these 3 very practical steps I've given you to start something today, implement it tomorrow, and be a better person by the end of this week. Okay, sis, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that it was really short, that you could rewind it, fast forward it, and make sure that you share it with your ambitious partner so that you all can implement these goals as soon as today. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you like this type of content, please make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms and subscribe. I also want to hear more of your comments below. If there are other things that you're really struggling with on your reinvention journey, make sure that you leave them in the comment section below, because I am not saying that this is the top 3 and the only 3 spaces that you need to work in. If there are some other spaces and areas that you're really struggling in and you want more info on, please leave it below. I love cutting up with you all in the comment section. Thank you guys again for joining me on this video, and I cannot wait to see you on the next video. Bye.